Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. Happy Friday. Hope you all have a weekend of unprecedented greatness ahead of you. Yeah, I hope it's awesome for everybody. I'm not going to be around this weekend, so I'll catch up with you Monday, I guess. I took yesterday off because I needed to take a break, just because I just wasn't feeling well. Everything I couldn't make a video that I liked. I tried and I tried and I tried, and then I ran out of steam. So all apologies, but I'm sure most people don't mind. So yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about uh, the concept lo-fi uh, as a musical concept that's in my life. Um, it's it's not something. I'm trying to take something like a lot of borrowed influences from lots of things and translate them into my own style of doing things. Like, I think what I'm doing is an original project. Um, I don't know of anyone else who does a project like I do. Um, but, you know, what I mean by lo-fi is, I mean that, I don't seek out, sweet amplification or, looping pedals or fancy electronics of any sort. Not that those things aren't great, and not that they don't sound great. They're just not in my program. If I'm going to use a rhythm track, it's going to be on an '80s Casio keyboard or a toy I bought from the dollar store. A tambourine or my Cajun drum. Something like that. Um, lo-fi just means uh, not not hi-fi. You know, um, you know, successes I've had in lo-fi. I spent a lot of my career, the bulk of my career as a musician, playing very cleanly. Um, my solo folk roots act began as a very clean sounding uh, guy with an acoustic guitar kind of sound, right? Um, and it's evolved into what I do now, which is very, very different. Um, you know, Experiences I've had and lessons I've learned in things that I would consider lo-fi is, you know, early in my musical career in Peterborough, um, I was in a band called Wine with Everything. It was me and two close friends of mine at the time, and we played. Basically, it was like a kind of a blues punk noise rock act. We we just played all these, like, I played guitar and sang all these like blues and folk ballads, kind of through a drop or an open D tuned. Uh, I can't remember. It was some horrible electric guitar through my pig nose. Um, the drummer Chris, he played boxes, and he used to steal fire bells from schools, and he'd use them as cymbals and stuff. And yeah, play garbage can lids and all kinds of shit. It was great. It sounded amazing. and Charlie, our other member, was at the time was known as Kathy, played, viola and musical saw and stuff like that, but also did a lot of would do a lot of spoken word stuff through walkie talkies, and have contact mics that would be rubbed all over everything, and Charlie would buy all these robots that talked and fought in Chinatown, and set them against each other on stage and end up trashing them. And we caused a muck and a ruckus wherever we went. We ended up being pretty much banned from everywhere, and played alleyways and parking lots, with hand advertised posters, handwritten posters and stuff. Wine with everything after last call at the Food City parking lot, stuff like that. And we gained a pretty good cult following. But I learned a lot about lo-fi music there, no big amplification, everything was portable, all the percussion was garbage, it was easy. No gear to carry, really, It all ended up being trash, other than my guitar, I was also in an improvisational ensemble called Sophie. I won't go into the name of that, but yeah, I was in this ensemble called Sophie, and we were basically a recording act. We recorded 11 full-length albums in the 90s and early 2000s. And we, kind of an example of a lo-fi thing that we did is on one of our albums, one of our earlier albums, we did a 22-minute long piece of music using nothing but a dress mannequin. We each played a different part of the dress mannequin. It was beautiful, found sounds, using sounds of construction workers outside and recording that and using that as a backing track to something, It was real lo-fi shit, all recorded on a little crappy Tascam 4-track recorder, So I've learned a lot in that world. I've really tried to absorb a lot of information from the world of lo-fi music that I've worked in, And like I say, most of my career I've been quite the opposite, playing in the Silverhearts. And playing in punk bands. I played in Joe Buck and Jackson Sanatorium, and those were the two big ones. I played in the Muscles. I played saxophone in the Muscles. That was kind of cool. My daughter has my saxophone now, though. But yeah. Anyhow, my lo-fi. It's nothing new. It's nothing new at all. It's a concept musicians have been using for years, and I'm just doing my take on it. So, I think it's fun. I think it's exciting, and it's certainly inexpensive. So, yeah. Anyhow, that's all I really got to say, folks. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you all have a great Friday and a great weekend. And I'll see you sometime Sunday or Monday, I guess. Probably Monday. All right. Be well. Have a great weekend. Happy Friday.